is the Woodlands Effect YouTube channel where you will find Football Manager and FIFA content. Today we've got some Football Manager content for you. With the start of Steyning Town, a team that I affiliate myself with because I used to play for them and their reserves. My brother does actually play for him currently. Unfortunately, he weren't in the game when the database loaded, which is unfortunate because would have tried to make him into a future star. But never mind. Without further ado, let's tell you a bit more about Steyning. So they in England, obviously, region UK and Ireland. They play in the Southern Combination League Premier Division. It's a mouthful. Nicknamed the Reds, but I think they're actually called the Barrowmen. But obviously, because of the mods, I mean, I might have all the nicknames. Year founded 1892. Of course, they're semi-professional. Obviously, we're trying to get them to in this save and this series actually, which there will be playlists for going forward. There will be us trying to get them to professional status, and along the way we'll have some bumps in the road. I'm assuming, but we will hopefully get there. It's going to take a lot of hours, but let's hope it's fun while we can do it. Obviously, I'm the manager. Captain's Josh Tuck, vice captain Sam Jackson. They play at the shooting field in Steyning, capacity 2,000. They've actually got a synthetic new type of pitch, obviously artificial. Quick story, used to play on grass when I was playing there. Then due to personal reasons, I had to leave. And as I was leaving, they were putting in the I believe it's a 4G or 5G pitch that they've got now. So an all-weather pitch. They have got a couple of stands there as well. Obviously, in the game, it will show a lot of like full stands. Season ticket holders, 20 apparently. £70 for the average season ticket price. An average ticket is £8. Favoured personnel, Jack Barnes, who's a player currently who is scoring for me. And let's have a look a little bit over their history. 2 Southern Combination League Premier Division wins. And a bit of club background. Founded in 1892, Steyning Town, a semi-professional English club currently playing in the Southern Combination League Premier Division. The club play their home games at the shooting field and possesses training facilities and poor youth facilities, which we will improve, guys. The club also has basic academy coaching and a limited youth recruitment network. The club is affectionately known as the Reds, the Barrowmen. The club enjoyed probably their best spell of success during the 1980s, although now enjoying a 37-year barren spell, having not won a competition since 1986. The Reds still have a history of which they can be justly proud. Steyning Town won the English 9th tier in 1985 and 1986. Most league appearances by a player. Alex Gavin currently holds a record for most Steyning Town career league appearances with a total of 49. Charlie remains 37 outings in the highest amongst active players. Right, let's have a look at the transfers in and out. As you can see, we are in 1st of January, so I did have the summer transfer window to go through. Well, say summer transfer window. When you're a semi-professional club, you can sign players throughout every day of the season, which is handy. So we will go to transfers and our transfer history. So our first signing was Lewis Mayer, followed on a free transfer, followed by Sam Jackson for free from RC Warwick. TJ Richards, Eastbourne United, on a free. My God, you want to see his scoring stats? They are phenomenal, just for this stage of the season alone. Free transfer for Andy Wright. We've got on loan Josh Short from Herne Bay. We have Hamilton Antonio. So a mixed bag season so far, the last few months. From New Haven on the free, we've got Henry Watson. Free transfer Dylan Obora Poku. I apologise now if I butcher any of these names. On loan from Frome, we have Jamie Grossart, goalkeeper. Free transfer for Ben Smith. Free transfer for Kieran Lake Bryan. Free transfer for Thomas Horsewood. And a free transfer for Jay Barton, literally only a few days ago. The outs for this season, we have Tony Timms going to Alford, Max Howell going to Marchtown United, Alex Gavin going to Gillingham Town, and Ryan Timms going to Bulldog Town. How we line up, we have. Let's go to tactics. We have got a cautious 4-3-3 defensive mid wide direct counter attack formation. As you can see, we've got Hawkins in goal, Oboro Poku, Boylan, Watson, Mayer, Tuck, Smith, Barnes, Jackson, Short, and Richards up top. This will change. I do use my staff for the selection advice and everything, which I'll go to I'll show you in a second. That's how we line up. We're lining up for this season at the moment. So if we go into staff, I'll just show you. So obviously, to begin with, it was literally just me as the manager. I've then had to add staff in. Hence why I've started from the 1st of January for you guys, so I can get all the back staff in and hopefully get things rolling. Let's place an advert for a scout. Maybe we can't for some reason. Okay, well, I've already done that, to be fair. So yeah, we've got an assistant manager, a head of youth development, a head of performance analyst. We've got 2 coaches in there, which I believe are fitness coach and a coach. We've got director of football, 2 scout, 1 out of 2 scouts, which I believe we can get some more. I don't know if we can get anything else here. No, we've got place an advert there, and no place an advert there. Medical staff, we've got head physio and 1 physio. The club vision. Now this season, as you can see, I've pretty much passed most of these all by the halfway stage. We are required to finish in mid-table in the Southern Combinations League Premier Division. They're delighted as we currently sit in 7th. Be competitive in the Emirates FA Cup. Let's see if I can see the history. We did actually get so it was extra preliminary round. We won 3-2. In the preliminary round, where are we? Let's have a look. We won 6-1. A great game. Let's have a look at who scored in that game, to be fair. Will it show us? There you go. Jackson, Richards, Barnes, Jackson and Barnes are the main scorers for us usually in the games. So we qualified for the first qualifying round and we came up against Burgess Hill, where we unfortunately, that must have been a replay. So that was the replay. So what was the so I think we must have drew in the first game, but lost. Unfortunately, got hammered 5-0 in that game. In that round. To the FA Vars, again we had to be competitive. So no actual round to get to, just had to be competitive in there. Let's try and find where we are. There we go. We end up losing 1-0 to Gillingham Town. So unfortunately, our stint in the FA Vars didn't last too long, just the one game. Peter Bentley League Challenge Cup. Didn't come in. We weren't in the first round. Came in the second round. We beat Horsham YMCA 3-1. Third round, unfortunately, we lost on penalties. Drew 1-1 and lost on penalties to Chessington Hook and United. With the Sussex RUR Cup. First round, weren't there. Second round, came into the second round. Unfortunately, drew, but lost to Passex on penalties. So that's where we are with the board, and they're delighted that we're signing players under the age of 23. But yeah, going to our staff actually. We're back to staff responsibilities. I can show you. So it's all the board there. I handle team selection, but also have advice from my team, my assistant manager as well. Hiring and firing, I'll leave all that down, all the backroom staff hiring and firing down to the board, directors and board and stuff. Transfers, I let the assistant manager initiate player signings, but I have the final say on the signings. But you'll find as well, going through the save and going through the seasons, the chairperson of the club will actually they will actually intervene if an offer is too good to refuse. For example, selling a player. If the offer is too good to refuse, then unfortunately you have no say, and they will just accept the offer, whether it's your star player or not. They will just accept the offer. But that's the challenge of getting your team from the humble beginnings of the Southern Combination Premier Division up to Champions League, unfortunately. With the media, I let my assistant manager do the media, and so on and so forth. So let's have a look what we've got in the inbox then here. We just won 3-0 against Broadbridge Heath in our last game. Let's have a look at where we are actually in the table. So we currently stand in 7th. Played 22 games, won 10, drawn 6, lost 6. We have 51 goals scored, like scored against Broadbridge Heath and Saltdean by the looks of it. 38 goals against, and goal difference is 13 with points total of 36. So as you can see, we're well into the season, and we're also quite comfortable there in mid-table. So yeah, guys, that's just a little bit on this save at the moment. There will be more videos to come. But yeah, I hope you guys will enjoy the series, and until next time, this is the Woodlands Effect signing out. Cheers, guys.